Hello guys, welcome to another episode of What If Deku was Spider-Man? So where we last off, Deku went to the highest building in wherever he was, I forgot, and was chilling there. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Wait a second. Okay, I am back. Just was a notification. And I'm here eating a little bit of sweets while recording this episode. So let's start. So this is when it's the day. Deku just jumps off the building down to the street and swinging. While he's swinging, a few people are saying hello to him because in their eyes, he's like a pro hero, like for third place. So, yeah, this stuff keeps happening, and so this is going to be let's see, the training camp. Yeah, and Deku has stuck a thing so he can listen to the villains, and when the villains were talking about how to infiltrate the training camp, Deku was hearing it. So I'm sorry. So when he went there, Deku was hiding because I told you last episode that he can go invisible. Not last episode, no, first episode I think that was, that he can go invisible. So this is when he's just looking at how the kids are doing everything, how good they are, how bad they are. He's judging their skill and saying in his head that has great potential, that Bago could be the number one hero if he just gave up that cocky attitude of his. And it's coming when he saw Mineta, he said, that guy can't even be the last hero, he's that bad. So they could just lie down there and waited for the villains to come. And the villains didn't know that he was there. And when all the villains came, Deku jumped out, and let's say he was by Toga. Yeah, let's say he was near Toga. When he saw Toga was fighting the two girls, he went near. Hmm, he went and kicked Toga in the face. Yeah, he does not care if you're a girl or boy. He will beat your ass or your end. And he kicked Toga in the face, and then a womba combo in the air, and then threw her to the ground and attached her to the floor with web swing, with the web fluid. And when Uraraka and Froppy saw Spider-Man, they were freaking out because they're a fan of Spider-Man. So yeah, they were freaking out. So after Deku beat Toga, he told the girls to go somewhere safe. So next he went to Dark Shadow, and yeah, to Dark Shadow. And when he saw the Razor villain, the Razor Teeth villain, I forgot what his quirk's name is. When the Razor Quirk villain tried to eat Deku, he was dodging the blades like they were nothing. And when Dark Shadow came, Deku just throw, let's say, 4 flash grenades, because he knows that that's his weakness, because his spider sense tells him. If you actually really think into it, the spider sense of Spider-Man is actually pretty OP. They just downgraded a whole lot in the movies just in general, characters get really downgraded in movies to be able to make a good plot. Yeah, there's no down going something, forgot just what I said. And Deku just like dodges out of the way and throws four flashing it, and that calms Tokayami down. But just for measures, he still wipes him up. The Razor villain just breaks the metal and wipes him up too. So this is going to the big guy. When he sees Dabi and the other villains about to get away with Bakugo, Deku just shoots a weapon, pulls Bakugo out of Dabi's grasp, and when the villains look, they see Deku, and they're like super pissed that they couldn't get Bakugo, and they just run away. Yeah, and when all the heroes come there and see Deku, Deku just goes invisible, throws a flash grenade, and gets away again. So I said I will be making a few more references in the movies. So I don't know how to continue this, but let's make a little bit filler in My Hero Academia. So after that, Deku just went up to the highest building again, got out of his suit, let it down, and just went for a walk in the city. While he was in the city, he saw a girl very similar to Mary Jane. And when he saw her, he almost fell in love with her immediately. So he went to her, and Spider-Man has some pretty good pickups. So he convinces a girl to, let's say, what was it? To give her number to him. And please give me an idea for the name of the girl, because I don't want to call her Mary Jane. No. If I don't get an idea of you guys in 3 days, I'm just going to call her Mary Jane or something. Yeah, I'll think, but in 3 days, write a name in the comments, and I pick one. So Spider-Man asks this girl out on a date for in 3 days. They were like, this is after, let's say, a few weeks. They were hanging out and everything, going to the parks, and then Spider-Man asked her out to dinner. And Spider-Man has quite a good money. I mean, like, you have like what, 250 years to collect money. You're going to have a pretty good money. So this is when they're going on the dinner. Spider-Man takes her to a pretty fancy place, and then that place is, I don't know where it is. So it is a fancy place, and yeah, they eat dinner. He asks what the girl wants. The girl tells a steak and that and a bottle of wine for both of them. Spider-Man says a steak too. So while they were eating, this girl started asking about him, like, what's his name and everything. His name is not Deku. I don't know if I said this. His name is Peter Parker. And let's just say this girl was a pretty big fan of Spider-Man. Even from the past. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm getting a bit quiet, but something is cringy happened. Okay, so let's continue. Peter Parker, he says Peter Parker, and the girl says that name sounds familiar. And Spider-Man just said it must be a coincidence. But he said no, it sounds pretty familiar. It sounds like somebody. Nah. mm. So when she asks him what's his quirk, he tells her that it's super strength and nothing else. A little bit of super strength, but and he tells her that his super strength is not that strong. Actually, it's pretty strong, but he doesn't tell her because he doesn't want her to get suspicious of him being Spider-Man. So yeah. Hmm. What? Oh yeah. And he asks what's her quirk, and she tells him that her quirk is uh she knows if somebody lies. I just thought of this on the spot or something. And Deku was like, "Oh shit!" So she knows that he's lying, and she asks him what's his real quirk. Real quirk and powers like that, and he tells her that his quirk is a his quirk is that he can't get old. And she says that you're still right. You only told me the half of the truth. What's your real quirk? And he sighs and tells them not to tell anybody, but that he's Spider-Man, the original one. And when she hears it, she almost freaks out, almost screams, but then covers her mouth. Oops, sorry. Covers her mouth not to scream. And then she whispers him that she is a big fan of him. He tells her that he's happy that she's a fan of him, but yeah, and so on and so on. They have their dinner, they go home, and yeah. So this is when. So this is the next day. Deku just wakes up from the top of the building and just jumps down again with his spider suit, swinging around the city, looking for villains, stopping some small crime. Yeah, that's for what he does. Next part will be an awesome because it's going to be pretty cool. Cool dude, cool guy. Hope you like my what if. This is what if guy, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.